In the year 1788, an army lost a battle because someone overslept. This was not a small patrol. It was a massive imperial force. Thousands of trained soldiers waited for orders that never came. While weapons were ready and enemies were near, one simple human act delayed everything. Sleep. What followed was confusion, panic, and self-destruction. No great enemy attack began it. No brilliant strategy caused it. A quiet night, bad timing, and human pride did. You already know this is a terrible idea. Europe in 1788 was tense and restless. Empires watched each other closely. Borders mattered. Pride mattered even more. Wars did not always start with rage. Sometimes they started with boredom. The Austrian Empire was preparing for war against the Ottoman Empire. The army marched east, confident and slow. Leaders believed numbers alone would protect them. This army camped near a town called Karansebes. It was dark, it was quiet, and it was dangerously disorganized. The soldiers came from many regions. They spoke different languages. Orders were often misunderstood. This was normal for empires. They believed discipline would fix everything. Commanders trusted routines. Camps were set. Guards were posted. The plan depended on timing. Everyone had a role. One mistake could ruin it all. Scouts were supposed to watch for enemy movement. Officers were supposed to stay alert. Messengers were supposed to report quickly. This system only works when people are awake. But fatigue ruled the camp. The march had been long. Supplies were slow. Morale was uneven. Sleep felt more urgent than caution. Some officers relaxed too much. Some soldiers drank. Others simply lay down. History was trying to warn them. The enemy was nearby. Everyone knew this. Yet nothing happened. The night felt safe. Too safe. One decision mattered more than all others. A key commander delayed action. He rested longer than planned. No one stopped him. That delay would not just cause confusion. It would start a chain of errors. It only gets worse from here. The plan was simple. Wait for morning. Move together. Surprise the enemy. It sounded calm and reasonable. They truly believed this would work. The army trusted its size. Tens of thousands stood ready. Leaders thought speed mattered less than order. Commanders assumed the enemy would attack first. This belief felt comforting. It removed pressure. One officer believed night movement was risky. Darkness causes mistakes. So they waited. Another believed the enemy was farther away. Reports were vague. No one checked twice. The plan depended on silence. No alarms. No sudden movement. Everyone stay calm. This required discipline. It required clear signals. It required leadership that never slept. But the system had a flaw. It assumed people behave perfectly when tired. It assumed soldiers would not panic. It assumed officers would wake on time. It assumed messages would be understood across languages. You already know this is a terrible idea. One small delay was accepted. Then another. No one felt urgent danger. The army stayed still. The night stretched longer. Confidence replaced caution. The first warning was noise. A small group of soldiers argued nearby. They had found alcohol. Drinking began. Laughter followed. Guards heard shouting. They hesitated. It did not sound like the enemy. Another warning came from confusion. Orders were unclear. Some soldiers moved. Others did not. A patrol returned late. Their report was ignored. Someone fired a shot by accident. It echoed across the camp. No one knew who fired it. No one confirmed why. Panic spreads faster than truth. Soldiers grabbed weapons. Different languages caused different reactions. Some heard attack. Others heard retreat. An officer tried to shout commands. His words meant nothing to half the camp. Horses panicked. Wagons moved. Tents collapsed. Still, leaders hesitated. They believed control could return. History was trying to warn them. The night was no longer quiet, and no one was fully awake. The confusion did not stop. It multiplied. One group believed they were under attack. They began to fire into the darkness. Another group heard gunshots and assumed the enemy had arrived. They fired back, not knowing who they were aiming at. Soldiers ran in every direction. Orders vanished. Someone shouted a word that sounded like Turks. That single word changed everything. Fear took control. Training disappeared. Officers tried to form lines. No one listened. Different units moved toward each other, weapons raised. They met in the dark and fired. Men fell without ever seeing an enemy. Artillery crews panicked. Cannons were loaded. They fired blindly, hoping to scare attackers away. The shots hit their own camp. Tents burned. Horses broke loose. Supplies were trampled. Wagons overturned. The noise was unbearable. Screams filled the night. Leaders could not stop it now. It had become a battle with no opponent, and the real enemy was still watching. By morning, the camp was destroyed. Bodies lay everywhere. Many were wounded. Many were dead. The army was exhausted. Ammunition was wasted. Commanders finally restored some order. Then the Ottoman army arrived. They saw chaos, not resistance. They advanced carefully, almost confused by the scene. The Austrian army retreated in shame. No major fight followed. It was not needed. The damage was already done. Thousands were lost to panic alone. The commander who overslept survived, but his reputation did not. Reports tried to soften the truth. Blame was spread thin, but history remembered the cause. An army defeated itself while the enemy waited. News of the disaster spread slowly at first. Officers rewrote reports. Words were chosen carefully. They blamed confusion. They blamed darkness. They blamed alcohol. Few admitted the truth. The army did not celebrate victories. It counted losses. Families waited for soldiers who never returned. The empire paid for weapons never used properly. Trust inside the army weakened. Commanders became cautious to the point of fear. Soldiers remembered the night with shame. The enemy gained territory without effort, all because discipline failed when it mattered most. This story is not about sleep alone. It is about confidence without awareness. It is about systems that look strong but fail under pressure. They believed numbers would protect them. They believed routine would replace thinking. They believed leadership could rest. No one stopped him. Small mistakes became large disasters. Fear spread faster than facts. People copied each other's panic. The enemy did nothing special. Human behavior did all the work. So, the question remains: how many disasters begin not with enemies, but with comfort, delay, and the belief that nothing will go wrong?